Hello, this is Running Robert, and today we're going to be talking about the Protalix BioTherapeutics PLX fourth quarter and yearly summary. Today is the 18th of March, 2024, and in the summary, we're going to be looking at all the bearish and all the bullish parts of this company. So I generally follow small cap pharma. I do some games. I do a little bit of everything. So if you like what I'm doing, please like and subscribe. It helps out a lot, and thank you. The disclaimer is I do own shares. I do also invest in options when I have the opportunity. I'm an amateur investor, and any advice given should be followed up by our due diligence, and any information given is valid for today, the 18th of March, and the slideshow will not be updated if we get new slideshow. So, what happened? Well, the report was poor. Let's go with that. Company did not appear to add any more meaningful sales in the fourth quarter of 2023. That's basically looking at the third quarter and the fourth quarter sales. The company did receive $6.4 million from their partner on the 4th of October. The thought was if they had any more sales that year or last year that would have occurred, we would be off to the races because that would show that they are having a very large stock up. That didn't happen. So no major information was given about on the conference call about quarter one sales. So again, left in the dark there. There was no major dilution in the fourth quarter 2023. There were, of course, options being spent. So there is a small increase of stock, but nothing major. And the phase 1 data for PRX115 is set to come about in the second quarter of 2024. The phase 2, they said, would start in the first half of 2025. So the report itself. So cash was for about $45 million at year's end. Total sales were $65 million. Revenues were positive at $10 million. Total expenses were $55 million for the year. And the big thing is there's $20 million of notes due in September 2024. So what's next? So, total revenue from the partner is around $17.5 million. That is based on a 15% cut. They didn't do a general split, so I'm going to assume that is all product. So if you take that 15% and you take $17.5 million divided by 15%, that is their estimate that about $116 million in sales occurred. Now, that's our stock up for 2023. That's a fairly beefy stock up. So, $100 million of sales, is not bad by any means. So now with the stock up, with more reimbursements coming forward for the US and US states and more EU countries gaining approval throughout quarter 4 and quarter 1, they should be able to start to see some meaningful sales. However, again, the partner is not giving the company any indication of anything. It sounds like they're totally left in the dark, which with this management, maybe not the worst thing in the world, but it would be nice to have a little more color to how they think sales are going. But yeah. So the rest of the stuff. So let's say PRX115 is due in the second quarter. It is a phase 1, so I wouldn't expect much from it. The main points that they're looking at is safety and the reduction of uric acid, which is what causes gout. So that would be a pretty big step if they can get it. But of course, it is a phase 1, so you're like, it's not a huge trial, but there could be some positiveness in there. And there's also that $20 million notes in September. They definitely complicate things, and we're going to have to see how they handle that. So, originally the thought was if they could ramp up sales enough, they could just pay off the notes and be break even and nobody cares. At this rate, it's looking a little bit different for what they're going to do with it. So again, we're going to have to see. That's a September prom, so we're probably not going to hear anything about it till closer to the that time. So the summary, it was not fun. So I did buy options for 150, thinking, hey, any sales and we're in good shape. That obviously did not happen. The stock sunk down into the 130s. The earning report was poor. The conference call was worse. They just, between the sound quality and just everything, it was just not a great call to have to listen to. But unfortunately, this is kind of what we see with the company. Like, they are a small cap pharma. They don't have the best. So if you believe that the partner can sell, we're in good shape to make it out of 2024. So, and that's really what we're kind of looking at. We are only a $100 million market cap. We have an approved worldwide drug, a big partner, and a drug coming into phase 1 and the pipeline, which is, I won't say gout's an unmet need, but it's something that there's not really a lot of drugs for. It's more of a diet kind of thing. So, there's definitely some positives here, but there's definitely a whole lot of negatives. So, however, I'm going to need to see some more results before I can go back to recommending this stock. like I said, right now I'm just going to kind of sit on the sidelines anymore. I'm not going to accumulate. I'm not going to sell. I'm just going to kind of hold pat and see kind of what we can see if we see sales in quarter one. Because again, if we start seeing sales, we're great. If again we get to quarter one and there's really nothing, then we're in trouble, because at that point then our cash might not make it through the year. And yeah, then the company might be in rough shape. So again, just a lot to think about, a lot to see. Hopefully this helps you make a good investment decision if you want to take a chance on it, or you're like, hey, you know what? I'm just going to keep staying away. So thank you very much for watching and listening, and I hope you have a wonderful day.